Friends, what's going on? Welcome to the pre-show of Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. So we're just sitting back, just kicking it, chilling, whatever. Everybody is viewing us on every platform, social media site available right now. But in about maybe 5 minutes or so, we are going to cut off Facebook, and the only ones that's going to be viewing us is Twitch. I think Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So so immediately go over to those sites in about 5 minutes or so. So just want to kind of give a shout out to all the folks that is following us on TikTok. We had a change in fortune. I was just doing my normal activity. I was just forwarding shit, just posting shit. Next thing I know, there were 500 views, 1,000 views, 2,000 views. Before I know it, we got damn near 100K. 125.8K views on TikTok, and it's all because an opinion, which we're going to be talking about this evening. So tune in for that and just share the podcast, share this around, whatever. Also, go to our merch page. Heels for Life, WrestlingPodcast.com. We got new merch that's available. I did update our logo, which is on your right hand corner. If you guys can see that, so I updated that over the weekend. So we'll probably change that around a little bit. But other than that, yeah. Also, you can go to our Cash App as well, Mr. Team. Bring it. This is for everyone. This is for Heels for Life, not me. But because I'm the CEO, I deal with the finances and all that shit. But yes, go to Mr. Team, bring it on the Cash App. Also, we are being sponsored, or we're affiliated with Dubby, which is the energy drinks. You can get that for about 10% off. And also, if you go to the Heels for Life merch page, you can get 10% off by putting Heels for Life promo code. And there you go. Get 10% off.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. We're about 2 minutes or whatever. So how was you guys' weekend?
Full of wrestling, full of food, full of good times. That's pretty much.
Same here. Mine's got started early. Y'all know that back on Friday we had tornadoes in the area, so they was like, "Y'all going home." It's like we're not gonna. The building we was in is not equipped for tornadoes anyway. So they was like, They send every campaign that work in my building home. It's like, y'all go home. Y'all make sure y'all safe. Luckily, everything passed through, so we were good. We were safe.
Great.
Well,
Happy to hear that.
I'm back. I missed the 200, except for my little cameo. But
you suck. You suck for that, man. I'm still
no,
mad
no.
at you behind
Blame the service on Circus in Vegas. But I'm happy to be back. Missed you guys. It's been traveling, Vegas, New York. Yeah, been busy, but I'm back. Happy to be back.
T.O. been worldwide.
Yeah,
he has
worldwide T.O.
Worldwide T.O.
And then what? Next month, Wisconsin, February, Arizona, April, Florida. Oh, Wisconsin's gonna be ridiculous, dude. Oh my gosh.
Wow. I finally get to meet my brother in arms. That's going to be pretty dope. Whatever. I'm still trying to figure out like what we're gonna do. We'll probably just kick it. So it's the funny thing is that he's coming on New Year's. He's coming right on New Year's. So it's like
softball tournament. For a softball tournament. So Chris will finally get to see me in action on the softball field, y'all.
If he's sober enough.
If I'm sober enough.
If he's sober enough.
Hopefully I'll be working around that time. Hopefully. I'm praying I get this job. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. Like I seriously cannot wait. Yeah. So tonight, everyone, while I'm sharing this around, We're going to talk a little bit about Crown Jewel. I think I stated that. No, I haven't stated it yet. We're going to talk a little bit about Crown Jewel. Also, we're going to be talking about some other things that's been going on in the wrestling industry. Yeah, some things that really needs to be said. And yes, you will hear about that here on #KillsForLife. So, and remember to share the podcast around. I'm sharing it, and after I'm done with this, we're going to go ahead and get underway. And if you guys want to put out your comments, suggestions, whatever, leave them in the comment screen and we'll get to you. All right?
Yeah, we definitely gonna bring the smoke in that.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. That's coming up. Best believe that.
Tall motherfucker know how to stay humble.
Yeah.
That pissed me off, but yeah.
I'm I would normally make a slide comment. I'm saving it for the show, bro. There's a lot.
Yes, please do. Please,
yeah,
save it, because yeah. All right, y'all. So for the people on Facebook, I'm sorry, sayonara. We gotta go. Join us on either Facebook or on our Twitter page. But yeah, have a wonderful night, everybody, on Facebook. But everybody, stay tuned. We're going to get underway in about a couple of seconds.
I feel like we gave Facebook like the old in your house preview show.
I like it though. I like it. like dog. Like when I was younger, man, we couldn't afford pay-per-view, so we would sit there and watch the pre-shows and stuff like that, and see the little countdown and stuff. And then I would just be so sad because I'm like, damn, I'm missing what's going on in the pay-per-view.
Right. You gotta wait till the next day, motherfuckers that watch it talk about it and shit. So
that's
I'll watch the replay on Tuesday.
Oh well.
And shout out to the people popping off on YouTube already. We appreciate y'all, man. Remember, y'all.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all Facebook folks, man. We love you, Facebook family. But please, man, come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, support your brothers here on the Hills for Life podcast. Please.
We love y'all, but we don't love you right now. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass over here. You know what I'm saying? But let's
not y'all, it's Facebook. It's Facebook since the last. That's what it is.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let's get started.
Go.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boys from #KillsForLife Wrestling Podcast, episode 201. I'm your host. One of the hosts is Mr. Team Brigget. How you doing?
I'm the real Garland. Oh, I'll go ahead. I'm the real Garland. I got you. I'm the real Garland. No fakeness over here.
UTO.
I'm DJ Red Flags, the heel you love to hate. I'm back.
And I'm your boy, the Enforcer. I just straighten out these bums. That's all.
He's a solo of our squad, right?
Well, thank you guys for coming on. So yeah, for the people that's in the comments, thank you guys for joining us. Remember to share the podcast. So tonight, everyone, we are going to be talking a little bit about Crown Jewel, everyone. So let's get the get the background together. There we go. Crown Jewel. All right. So T.O.'s going to start us off, and we're going to go around the room and enjoy the show. And go ahead, T.O. Got the floor.
Give me 1 second. My background's a little loud. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh. He said go.
All right. So the first match, Braun and Brock and Bobby Lashley. I honestly think that match had its ups and downs. The finish wasn't what we expected. Wasn't what I expected. That leaves a rubber match. That leaves something that has to happen eventually. The whole Brock selling the knee, perfect. Brock has become a better worker than he's ever been this past few runs. I mean, like this Brock is literally the best Brock we have seen on the mic. He's having fun. I really wasn't like the finish. The finish was rough for me. I watched it. I was like, "Are you serious? This is how we're gonna do this right now? We waited this long, and this is what we got. Okay, something else is in the pot." I was happy to see how well that match with the women's tag match. Nikki Cross. We need to figure out what's her agenda because she is back being a crazy woman. You know, we love them crazy women. Not too crazy though, but she's definitely showing herself. She's definitely showing her ass. And then I really liking the little teaser that they're doing with Bray and Alexa. The little teasers and how she's like mesmerized. Like she's like, oh, okay. So I'm wondering, are they slowly bringing that back, which would be, I think, a good look for her. I think for me, the match tonight after rewatching it was definitely the men's tag match. That match, they whooped each other's asses. I love that match. I love the save after the double splash. Love that. Love that to the fullest. I'm really intrigued on the story with I think was it Jay's arm or Jimmy's arm?
Jay.
Jay.
Jay's arm, right? I'm interested to see if that's a true thing or is this like a a play-in.
Okay.
What else we have? I mean, the matches that stood out for me, but let's go to the main event. I know we'll talk about this later, but I just want to get this out of my system now. Everybody's quick to jump on the Paul brothers for what they're doing, all right? But now they're quick to say that after 3 matches, Logan is a wrestler, okay? After 3 matches, he's a wrestler. But then Jake has 6 bouts and he's not a boxer. You know what I mean? So 3 matches, he's a wrestler. 6 bouts, he's not a boxer. It's like
there is kind of a difference though if you think about it. I'm gonna explain.
No. Go ahead, because I mean, because this is something like I was really like, really 3 matches, he's a wrestler, and then now 6 bouts, like, oh, he's not a boxer.
The difference is that Logan Paul is wrestling wrestlers in their prime. That's the major difference.
Well, you said Braun, right?
Logan is wrestling.
Logan. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Logan is wrestling wrestlers in their prime. As far as Jake Paul goes, he's going against people that are washed up MMA fighters or washed up NBA players or washed up. Did he fight a boxer as well? Washed up boxers. So I mean, it's not that this is not me knocking because he fought Floyd, right? He was the one that fought Floyd, or was it Logan?
No, Logan fought Floyd.
Okay, so see, I can't.
You still have to train everything. You still have to put in that work. So
understandably so. But I think that's where people got the difference at. I'm just playing devil's advocate here in that. I think that when it comes to Logan Paul, he's wrestling people in their prime or people that are still like heavily active in it. I'm not saying that.
I have a question for you. So, would you
Mhm.
consider Dominic Mysterio in his prime?
I'm sorry for laughing.
I'm just,
I'm sorry for laughing.
I'm just listening to win right now, but I'm just saying, if you want to throw
There's
that
a
out,
there's a difference in that. I mean, Dominic Mysterio is still kind of considered,
Rookie.
even with Logan Paul, they're both upstarts. At the end of the day, they haven't been wrestling long. You know, with Dominic Mysterio is different. Logan Paul's not in the ring wrestling Dominic Mysterio, but I get where you're coming with the comparison between Dominic Mysterio and Logan Paul. It's just, to me, that kind of makes Dominic look bad when you have somebody that's only wrestled his third match go in there and looks like a fucking 10-year, 15-year seasoned veteran.
But you know what? At the same time, you gotta think this too: the people he was in the ring with. Like,
That's true too.
honestly, remember, it takes two to tango. So we did the same thing with Dominic with his first match with Seth Rollins. We was like, oh shit, he looked good, but we gotta remember he was in the ring with Seth freaking Rollins. So
Right.
he was in the ring. Logan Paul was in the ring. He did a WrestleMania tag team match with Dominic and Rey Mysterio. Looked good.
Mhm.
He was in the ring with Miz, who was very underrated, and and when making matches look good, he's like, I'm safe, I don't get hurt, blah blah. But then now he in the ring with the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. We thought that was gonna be like, okay, now they're gonna squash him. It's because it's Roman. Well, he looked good.
But here the thing is with that though. The thing is with Roman, sometimes Roman is the one that needs to be carried.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like you said, it really all depends on like who is in the ring with, Dom or Logan Paul. Logan Paul, like it seemed like he was doing the leading.
He was.
Well,
He really was though.
I think it was kind of scary for me saying that shit. I think he was doing the leading.
But if you think about this though, like honestly, we saw that. Now we know that every time we see Roman Reigns, he gets the cheers and everybody like him now all of a sudden.
Mhm.
But we gotta also remember he's the heel. So all he gotta do is a simple beat your ass, do this and that.
Like first, I thought they were both heels.
Well, that's because the fans trying to make Logan. They don't like him. Period. He's the outsider. But once
But the thing is that I was gonna bring this up on my notes, dude. The Saudi crowd was off the fucking chain.
Yes,
right.
That's on my notes too. And the thing, and that's the thing. He was heavily. They was chanting his name. They were chanting Logan's name and all that stuff. So, all right, now Roman is 100% heel. Now I'm gonna beat your ass. I don't have to do nothing special. I'm gonna do a little this and that, then a little Superman punch here and there. But you are about to show off. You're about to do all these spectacular moves that gonna get this crowd fired up. You gonna be, you about to be the I don't know what to show my age here. The dirt and dirty dance. You the Patrick Swayze in this situation. You about to lead this dance. So get your swing going. But just know the results is you're going down for the 1, 2, 3. We're gonna help you look good.
It's crazy too, like the spots that he did for a hot second. Did anybody think, oh shit, he might actually pull this off?
Yes. And that's what's missing in wrestling too, because we all know the results and what's the big picture is. But when you got a match and you come to the point, you're like, oh shit, they might pull the trigger on this. Like you second guess yourself during the match. That's what's missing. Like we all know the story, like what's gonna get here or who's gonna face who at the biggest show or when this. But when it comes to the match and shit might change and might catch you off guard, like, oh, that's what's up. That's a surprise. That's a feel good moment, blah, blah. And it came close like at least 3 or 4 times in that match yesterday. I was like, oh shit, Logan Paul might come out just as the champion.
Right. And I mean, what made it cool, and we touched a little bit about it before in a cookout, and what made it impressive was the fact that we discussed this, and people in the cookout brought up, and I see other people on the show before brought up that it should have been a squash match. But I love the story that they told that Roman came into the match very cocky, and got caught off guard. That's how you make it believable. You make the story believable. People can relate to A perfect example, well, not too perfect of an example, of Mike Tyson going against Buster Douglas.
That's a
Everybody was
perfect
like,
example.
all right, Tyson finna go in here and beat the fuck out of Buster Douglas. And Buster Douglas beat him.
That's a
So, I
perfect
mean,
example,
I
bro.
love that story where the champion, a dominant champion, gets to a point to where they're the shit. And they feel like they can't be touched. But then they get caught off guard. And that's the story that they told with this match. That's why it lasted long like it needed to last. And that's what exactly. And Reese, you brought up another thing. Blow that. Yeah. That's another important thing. Cole brought up Roman's cockiness. So when you're selling it on commentary, you're selling it a week or two before the match happens, you're selling it the week of the match and stuff like that. That's why it made it believable for the match to go on for how long as it did.
Yeah. And that
Cole
was
was
a
on
perfect
fire the
example.
whole night. Cole showed his ass the whole
Bro.
night.
Cole
Y'all
needs
gonna
to come to the motherfucking cookout.
Y'all gonna stop. Y'all gonna get out my damn notes.
What was the fucking sweet potato salad? I mean, oops. I'm sorry.
What was that?
Sweet potato salad?
I digress. Move on.
But I'm saying this is the best Michael Cole I've ever seen. He's finally came to his own.
It's been there, in my opinion.
And it's a coinky thing once Vince left, how
First
good
timer,
Cole got on that.
First time on the podcast. What's up,
You know,
DJ?
so it's what a coinky thing once Vince left, how good Michael Cole has become. And I mean, I really want to wait till my turn to say these points because that was one of my points on how good like Michael Cole was on fucking fire the whole show. But get the crowd, Michael Cole, the match, even the extra stuff around the match. I know everybody like it was overbooked, but it still was like, okay, they kind of did this shit the day before talking about Logan Paul got a bloodline too, which he kind of brought his cash from his podcast and his brother. And so they try to add on, everybody else into the situation. So I was entertained by the main event.
You got to understand with Michael Cole, he's been holding that in for 20-something years. Oh, my bad.
No, we'll go back to you. Red Flags, what did you have?
I talked to Chris last night about this. My only negative thing I had to say about the main event. Why did everybody need an entrance? The run-ins needed it. That was annoying as hell. Everybody needed an entrance. No, that
was in my notes.
Right. On my notes already, man. Damn it!
I'm not worried about it because I'm gonna outdo all y'all motherfuckers in here in a minute.
Hey.
I'm just buying my time. You know what I'm saying?
Those are my things out of the night. It was a great pay-per-view. I mean, each match had its ups, downs. Real quick, the Bianca and Bailey. The times that Bailey could have won it when she threw her inside of that case.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Bailey, lock the case. I'm a DJ. There's a lock right there. Clip it in, close it.
Why did it seem like we were seeing a scene from Super Mario? Gong gong gong.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm surprised somebody didn't say
Hey, what's that game? Whack-a-mole.
Right.
that chair spot. Like you want to put something there so you won't stand the fuck up. But
then also we saw a little bit of AEW with the card.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she should have hit her.
I see they're copycatting off each other.
Off. And then she slid off. But overall, good. It was a good pay-per-view. They're putting on good shows. This is now bleeding into Survivor Series, and we're getting the storylines. We're actually getting some good stuff. Stuff that we've been talking about, complaining about, crying about, wishing. We're finally getting it, guys. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan.
Yes,
most definitely.
All right, who's next?
I'll go ahead and go because mine is short. I wanted to because I know we got a lot to cover tonight, so I wanted to do 3 pros and 3 cons. Okay, no pun intended to Nick or Tony Gunn, but 3 pros and 3 cons. So I'm gonna start with the pros first. All right, and what my pros and cons is about, it's overall the show, not necessarily a specific match or anything. So my first pro was match placement. That the way they organized that card was perfect. Every match was where it needed to be on the card, and it helped gel the show real well. Nothing felt out of place because sometimes, especially back in the old administration, when we watch a match, they'll have like a fire ass match sometime like close to the end of the card. Then they'll have like a match that's supposed to be a cool down, but people are out of it by then, and then people are over that cool down match. Then when they get to the main event, they really have no interest in the main event. No, not with this administration. Everything flowed perfectly. So match placement is my first positive. My second.
Remember to vote, by the way.
You said administration like 3 times.
I forgot. Like tomorrow's like the 7th. I forgot about that.
My second positive point is story driven. Segments. Everything had a story in it. That was a part of the show. There was nothing like tossed or put together last minute and put on a card or anything. Everything has some sort of build to it. If I'm not mistaken, a majority of the matches had some vignette played before it that made like full sense. And back in the old administration, they had vignettes, yeah, but they sold it for like the big programs. Everything else underneath didn't really have anything. So that's my
administration shit, bro.
What I'm just saying. The administration, the old and the new administration. You gotta compare the two. This is like an impromptu Triple H grade report card or progress report as well. So I mean that's what it is. Exactly. Even like everything on here had a story to it, or everything ties into a story, and that's what made it perfect.
Yeah, Reese said that even Bray Wyatt's like segment had a story feel. Most definitely. Yeah. He got a goddamn. That's long-term storytelling with Bray.
Dude, it's getting creepy as hell. It's starting to get creepy. I mean, as a grown-ass man who love horror movies, this is a serious like what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? Shutter Island. It's giving that type of mind fuck situation.
You gotta remember when he was gone, he was around my man that does the horror movies and. Through the mask, he was on Dust Till Dawn, my man that did Dust Till Dawn and stuff. So he's bringing some of the Hollywood horror movies into his character, and plus the story, like his gimmicks and what made him this. And for the first time, he mentioned, and I don't know if it is the first time, but we all knew he was a part of the wrestling family, but he actually mentioned it on air during that segment. He said, "I'm part of a wrestling family.
Yes,
had greater." Than those that were before me. So that's the first time I ever heard him actually say it on air.
Exactly. And that's what I love about it. It's not that stuff I hate referencing what it was before, but it's well, because the stuff is right there, the story is right there. It's just that they didn't want to tell it before. Now with where we're at right now it's being told, and I love it. That's what wrestling is about. That's a major part of it, is stories being told, stories that connect.
Not to cut you off, we got 2 questions. So Mike, he said, "Is the Firefly Funhouse characters coming back?" That's the one.
I don't know.
That's number 1.
I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because they're going so dark with his Uncle Howie, and then that glimpse of that crazy chick in the background that looks just like their little sister. So I mean, dude, this is gonna be dark. This is dark as hell, and I'm here for it.
The real question is, this Wyatt 6, is that the new Firefly Funhouse characters, or is this gonna be 6 characters in his head, or like the 3 Faces of Foley, or is this gonna be a whole new faction that he about to have? That's the real question, and you know what? It's a good question. It's a good mystery, because guess what? Nobody knows.
Exactly.
How many characters were in the Funhouse?
About
Um,
4?
No,
Because you have to
Rambling
pay the
Rabbit.
you have to pay the witch, the rabbit, and that
The buzzard.
the STD looking thing. So that was like 4. So yeah, I think it's a total of 4.
No.
Well,
Don't
Bray
forget,
Wyatt.
you gotta count him.
Bray
You gotta
Wyatt
count him
would
as the
be
Fiend, and you gotta
Bray
count
Wyatt would
Leslie
be
Bliss.
fine. And then Bliss.
Oh, and Bliss.
You have Uncle Howie. So
Yeah.
I mean, like
But Uncle Howie is new, so he was not part of the Fire Front House before. So this is all new.
So I
And
mean,
he about to bring all that dark side, all that stuff. He's like, you're lying to yourself, and all this, you doing this and that. And Bray trying to say, "Oh, this is me. This has always been me." And Uncle Howie come on like, "You're lying to yourself, boy. That's not you."
And you know what's crazy about this? The craziness is that we're so in tune with wanting to watch this unfold. We're not even giving a damn when this man is going to wrestle again because the story's so fucking interesting.
Right.
Yeah, Chris and I talked about it last night. It was like, when is he gonna get in the ring and wrestle? But right now,
at this point, I really don't give a fuck. But to answer your question, DJ Kumzo, I believe he said he asked, "Is Bray Wyatt Uncle Howie?" We really do not know.
I think it might possibly be Bo, but then I don't know. We could be surprised, you know.
It's him. It's him in the video, but I think they're gonna wait till they got the right person to play the character to bring him out.
Bo,
it's like the old trick they did with that mask situation with Becky Lynch and somebody. It was Donna Polazzi playing the master, but when they brought it out, it was Mickey James and Master. So it could be him in the video, but they're waiting for the right time to make it somebody else to fit the character. Because everybody, it was note that everybody thought it was Malachi Black because of the eye thing. They had the same eye and stuff. But again, we don't know that. And plus, Malachi Black already squashed that rumor because House of Black is back in AEW, so it's not him.
So Dylan's he said they might squeeze, or he made a statement. He said they might come back, but this Howie guy is the main squeeze. Then he also said that we've been waiting for this type of Bray for years. You're about to see the real shit finally.
Right. Yeah. This is probably something that's been in the Wyndham Rotunda, book for years. He probably got to remember he was gone for a while. What, damn near a year? Over a year?
Mm-hmm. Right after WrestleMania.
Yeah. So I mean, he probably been cooking up some shit. He probably been in the lab, as they call it, cooking up some shit for real.
Yes, I mean, look at the production, look at the storyline. Like you got
also remember this. They put so much pressure on when he first came. You remember that he's supposed to be the new face of fear. He's supposed to be the guy that takes the spooky stuff like Undertaker. You remember, and now you think about it, right now. Mm-hmm. He's close to that spooky shit that Undertaker used to do, the Ministry of Darkness type shit. Like, little kids, like, all right, this for kids, right? Well, we're gonna get them some nightmares tonight.
But if you think about it, the man never missed. It's just that the only ones that made it seem like he missed was the booking. Mm-hmm. When he was the Eater of Worlds and came out and with the original theme song and the rocking chair, and you had Luke Harper, rest in peace, Brody Lee, and Eric Rowan. That was dope as fuck. Mm-hmm. Bad booking. When he repackaged himself and he came up with this, Firefly Funhouse and everything like that. And then The Fiend came out and stuff like that. We were like, okay, maybe the character could be redeemed. Once again, bad booking.
So we got a question from Faction Cast Podcast. What's going on? They asked how do you guys feel about them trying to push Roman versus Bray immediately instead of waiting?
Don't like it.
I think they're waiting. Honestly, I don't think they're trying to push it immediately because he should have been a title match already. It should have been signed for Survivor Series right now as we speak. But I think they're waiting for it because he even had no match yet.
For me, bro, I don't think that they're pushing it now because Bray has a story to tell. Mm-hmm. So before he could even fight anybody, we got to figure out who this Howie dude is. But you already know how wrestling fans is. Wrestling fans is so goddamn impatient You know, they
Right.
hear a story from the dirt sheets, and then automatically they thinking that this is getting ready to happen. Right now, we have to take baby steps. Like, first of all, Bray Wyatt just came back. He's having, you know, multiple bipolar, quadpolar, trigopolar. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All the
so we gotta
polars.
get past that
All the
first
polars.
before we even talk about any type of matches. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And it got to feel organic, man. You can't just, you got like, let us embrace this story. I mean, I know there's a story there. If you pay attention, when this shit started with Roman Reigns as Tribal Chief, who did he take the belt from? Yeah, we know, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. You know, he didn't pin him, but the champion was Bray Wyatt, right? And I mean, I understand that's where y'all going with it, but at the same time, you gotta let this shit be organic. We getting the seeds. How you gonna get get your vegetables or whatever to grow? We gotta just put the seeds down. That dude he's planting shit right now. I'm paying attention.
Shoot, they should realize that. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna read this comment. So Faction Cast Podcast, they said that they also hired a guy from Marvel, so this is really helping them out in the production. Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah,
they put the machine behind this, and that's what makes it perfect. And I wanted to, kind of piggyback both with you said, Enforcer and Chris. I want to piggyback with off of what y'all said in regards to people being patient and waiting. Now, when they was doing the QR code with the White Rabbit stuff, wasn't it worth waiting for the payoff? That was one of the best reactions for a return ever, and it was worth the wait. So with this, people need to be patient again and wait, because we know at the end game is going to be worth it. The story is going to be worth it. The reveal is going to be worth it. We know now that it's going to be worth it. Mm-hmm. So people just got to be patient.
You got to think also.
Yeah, but
you got to think also.
Neckbeards
even though we knew who the White Rabbit was and all that stuff, the reaction was still like organically good. Like yes. we all knew it. We talked about it, all this stuff, but when that shit hit, when those lights went off and we got that crowd went fucking bananas. Like they didn't even see Bray yet. They just saw the characters who start going crazy.
Yeah, and then immediately like the t-shirts start like selling out like pancakes. Like the fuck? Right. You know? But then he asked, he said, is there a chance that Redbeard is going to be part of the faction? I think he's talking about Roland.
Yeah. That's another rumor that he's coming back. And Roland did cancel all the indie and autograph signings he had. So he might be coming back sooner than we think.
Oh, really?
What if he's Uncle Howie?
Huh?
No. Nigga, no.
No.
Nigga, what? What? He barely can do a goddamn promo. What the fuck you talking about, bro?
I'm just saying.
Uncle,
we seen weirder shit.
Now, Jonell said that he asked, could Cody Rhodes be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns? What? What? Okay. Hold on. Once again, I understand that this man ended racism, but why are y'all still focused on this man that has a broken titty that won't be back until like Royal Rumble? Look, listen, feel me on this, y'all. There are so many interesting storylines that is going on right now. But us. You know, not to put you out there, Jonell, I get that you love Cody Rhodes because you're not the only person that have talked about Cody Rhodes. But there are a lot more interesting people than Cody Rhodes. He ended racism. I love that he ended racism. But at the end of the day, I'm not interested in Cody Rhodes. Just because he came back to the WWE does not mean that this man is going to save us from the promised land. I've been in the goddamn plantation for 39 years, and this motherfucker just coming back now? No. We're not doing that right now. We're not.
Hallelujah. Praise Jesus.
Hallelujah. Yes.
He's ending racism, so he's going to end this streak right here. He's going to end the run. I'm telling you, watch. Watch.
Let me say this about Cody. All right, Cody.
Jonell got us started. I swear.
When Vince McMahon went to his house and said, "No, we want the American Nightmare," he got in this idea that he's supposed to be the man. And everybody got the idea at the WrestleMania doing his promo. He's trying to fight the tears, and they showed Dusty Rhodes. But y'all gotta remember about Cody too. Cody showed us when he was in AEW. He's an old school thinker.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's not gonna be no. I'm gonna get this moment 1 year later after I return. I'm gonna get the title. No, he gonna be one of those guys that want to earn it. Blah. And he's not favored to win the Royal Rumble because, like you said, his purple titty might still be hurt and stuff like that. So we don't know. We don't know nothing.
Can we talk about this real quick? And I agree with everything both of y'all saying.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
The match that everybody wants to see at WrestleMania, and we all know it. We've been talking about it for the past 3, 4, 5, however fucking long we've been talking about it. Is Roman Reigns versus The Rock. So let's get that out the way. If Cody versus Roman is going to happen, it's not going to happen at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes is, he'll probably pop up in the Royal Rumble, but I don't think he's going to win it. I don't think he's going to win it. I think
if he does,
okay,
sorry. And when he does, he's gonna march his way down to DC, stand on the monument, and give the best speech.
Looking
I had a dream that one day.
You already made a black baby. Why do you need to make another?
Don't forget, he got to hold those tears and bite that.
Yeah,
bite that.
You know what I'm saying? He got him some black pussy. He don't need to do any other speeches.
That's the greatest title he got right there.
Well, I will say this though, there is one thing that could possibly happen. He could win the Royal Rumble and say, "Screw it, I'm not gonna wait till WrestleMania. We gonna fight at Elimination Chamber." And Roman drops it then because The Rock. Gotta remember, The Rock versus Roman don't necessarily have to be for the title for people to want to tune in and watch that match.
That's true.
But he doesn't want the Universal title.
Nope.
He wants the World Heavyweight Champion. He doesn't want the Universal title.
He might be the one to say, "I'll challenge for one of them."
That's what I'm about to say.
You can't challenge for both of them though, because he got 2 belts.
But this is what I'm about to say.
But look at it. Each belt has its own reign to it. Look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Each belt is not a consecutive thing. As like each belt has its own reign to it. If you go and look it up, so you can say, "You know what? I don't want a Universal title. I want that title."
But at the same time, and that's what I'm about to say, because remember, we still got a draft, and people are, and remember the
nobody give a fuck about that draft.
But wait, but SmackDown is on Fox. They want their own champion. USA is on Rails on you. They want their own champion, so they're gonna have to split those belts up. And the only way he can do that is, I'm thinking old school. If you remember WrestleMania, where Kurt Angle was a damn Intercontinental and European champion,
yeah,
they had like 2 matches where he didn't get pinned and stuff like that. I can see it that way, but it's kind of hard to do that right now especially when you building Roman Reigns like an untouchable fucking beast, and he can't be beat.
So Jonelle said, do you think that they're going to put Alexa Bliss back with Bray Wyatt, or do you think it's going to be Liv Morgan?
Chris, we talked about this last night, did we not?
Ooh.
We talked about this last night, Chris.
Yep.
I said like with her doing a little Chucky little. She got a little 5 minutes of fame on Chucky. Now she come out with the little Chucky knee pads and everything. And she's laughing, getting her ass beat. Now all of us, like, she's actually becoming a darker character herself.
I totally feel you on that, Mike Brown. That yes, low key, I don't want to see Rock versus Roman either, because Rock could probably, be the most electrifying man and and produce all types of electricity out of his ass on Black Adam, but I don't want to see this shit at WrestleMania. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say something controversial here. I think the Rock Cena matches sucked, so I don't really want to see. I don't want to see the match, but I understand why they're going with the match. I get it, but
what's controversial?
I don't want to see them.
What's controversial? That everybody think the Rock and Cena's match 1 and 2 suck.
Oh, good. So I'm not alone. I'm good. All right, I'm good then, my dude. I thought I was by myself in that.
No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't, brother. I'm telling you that for a fact. You wasn't.
So Rocky Reed said that Cody is still going to go after Seth or attacking him after Hell in a Cell.
That's long-term story.
God. And then he said that they got a underdog winning the Royal Rumble. Now I wonder who that underdog that he's speaking of.
Yes, please answer that.
I want to know.
Me too.
Janelle
Sammy?
said it could be.
It could be.
That's a very interesting choice. You know what? Honestly, going back to faction.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna answer this question for you. There are two possibilities: Jey Uso and Sammy.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. That's your two right there.
Yeah.
That makes sense because both of them ties into this the bloodline storyline, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, because see
don't be up and tell if Dominic Mysterio wins the Rumble.
Man,
that was one of my points right there because we in Saudi Arabia, and they're chanting for Sammy. It was never supposed to happen because if you know the culture over there, I think he's something descent that they don't respect or they don't like.
Yeah, he's Syrian.
Yeah,
a lot of people when they see Sammy, they think he's white, but the man is he's Arabic. He's Syrian, and Syria has an issue with Saudi Arabia, so that's why he can't go over there.
And he got a country over there chanting for him. Like they don't see the green light. I could see Sammy getting a title shot or screwing the bloodline, but then we go to Jay. Y'all gotta remember when Jay. Oh, not Jay. With Roman Reigns' the first title defense was against Jay, which made him a main man. At the point that he had a rematch in Hell in a Cell, and Jay probably haven't forgotten about that. She's like, "Oh, you made me tap out and choke me out."
That I agree with. Rock or Roman do not need a belt. They really do not.
No, Rock definitely. Rock needs to get as a Hall of Fame and do Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Listen, Mike Brown said this: Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold was better than The Rock and Cena.
It was.
That is cool. Now, this is where, listen, DJ, I know that you. Hold on, I need you to look at my face real quick. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, Steve. Number one, let me tell you something. Don't you ever in your life bring up that crackhead.
He's injured. Don't worry about him. He's injured.
Come on, Chris.
I love Archer. I love Archer. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot about this. Disregard what I just said. Okay, I'm gonna go
he's
back
hurt. He got quad injury.
Yeah, torn quad.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back in the comp. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in the comp. Yeah.
Leave our truth alone.
I didn't say nothing. Disregard what I just said.
All right. So for the record, can the court strike that statement from
sustained?
But see, y'all mentioned earlier about the Saudi crowd, and just like on y'all's bullet points about Crown Jewel, that's the third positive in mine. The Saudi crowd was hype, and this is the most hype we've seen that crowd over there throughout the whole show. Ever. Out of all the times they've been over there, this is the most hype that they've seen. Remember the very first the very first show over there in Saudi Arabia? It was kind of quiet because these folks were kind of like
they popped when Titus slipped and fell underneath the ring.
Yeah,
and he never returned either.
Except for he did the opening of the show. That's about it. Made sure he was far away from the ring as possible.
Yeah, he sure did. Exactly. I'll stay back here. I ain't coming near that ring.
Yeah, oh hell no! Catch that postponed syndrome.
What did hold on. Let me go right here. What did Titus O'Neil say? Keep me away from the freaking ring.
So honestly, when he said, "Let's go," I pictured that. Get me away from the fucking ring. No,
I was hoping that his ass. I'm telling you, he didn't have any greasy lips this time, but I wanted him to get the fuck off of my TV. Like, for real. I ain't no porch monkeys gonna be on my goddamn screen and shit after that fucking that sermon that he tried to do. I'm just saying. Boy. I'm sorry. I don't like Titus O'Neil. Like, even though they was like, Chris, have some damn sympathy. I mean, he's an ambassador. He's an ambassador for porches, right?
Damn.
Hey, sympathy.
I don't like him. I just don't.
Sympathy is in the dictionary between syphilis and shit. You can find it there.
All right, Major Payne.
And sir, what the fuck that got to do with me? Don't got shit to do with me. I'm not sympathetic. So if you got an STD, you need to get that shit checked out. You share me?
Okay.
Hey.
I wasn't looking at you. You know what?
Yo,
We are not going to talk about this. Go ahead.
But before I get to my cons, I just want to give a shout out to all y'all on YouTube right now, man. Y'all motherfuckers is on it. Y'all motherfuckers is on it right now, man. This is y'all. I just wanted to say y'all motivate us to do this for real, man. Y'all motivate us. Y'all push us. Y'all keep us going forward. When we appreciate y'all being active and commenting, and for all those that liked and shared this, we thank y'all. Now I'm gonna go to the cons. Like I mentioned before, it was hard for me to really get some cons. So literally, I was squeezing a lemon trying to get some cons out of this. So I managed to get 3. Okay. Y'all stop. Y'all have me.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing.
This man, you talking about some damn lemons and shit. Goddamn.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna.
Hey, I gotta make references, man. I gotta make references. All right. So number 1, this is in regards to the Omos Braun Strowman match.
Oh, no, you did.
It wasn't the match itself that I didn't like. I liked the match. It was the right amount of time. The wrong person won. Because now you make Omos, all talk. Remember, Omos was talking all that shit about Bobby Lashley and how he's going to dominate Bobby Lashley. Then he lost at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have him talking shit about, I'm the real true giant and stuff like that. Even had this, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed his shit talking during the match. But then this man lost to a power slam. So I did not like that. That's one of my negatives.
Hey, you really squeezed that one out. You really squeezed that one out.
Yeah. No comment.
Number 2 was in regards to the women's tag team title match. I'm pretty sure y'all all done heard it. I feel the same sentiments. I don't like the fact that you gave the titles to Asuka and Alexa only for them to lose it. I understand. I get it. They wanted the title change to happen to give that impression that anything can happen, on a WWE pay-per-view. I'm not saying PLE. On a WWE pay-per-view. But you just made the titles even more irrelevant than they already are. And once again, proving Sasha and Naomi right, by the way. Yes, I am one of those guys. That's my second con. Mm-hmm. My third con is Jake Paul's punches. What the fuck was that?
Like his boxing match?
Like the work punches look horrible. And I get it. Maybe he wasn't trying to punch too hard, but that shit looked horrible.
Don't do that, Chris.
Right. It looked just like that. Hey, let me ask y'all a question real quick. Which Jake Paul punch was worse? The ones he did at Crown Jewel, or the Phantom punch he gave Anderson Silva during the boxing match?
Phantom punch.
I didn't watch that.
At least he touched Jimmy.
I watched the fight. That was fucked up. That was wrong.
I really did. Hey, David Johnson. David Johnson said this was being Braun's nipple piercing Strowman ass the whole match just to lose to one power slam.
Right.
I mean, dude.
Oh God. That's funny ass shit.
Yo, this
really,
is like
really
one of the livest YouTube chats going on.
Bro, I have never been to a live chat like this, man.
We've been live since the 200 episode, man. We're gonna keep that spirit going, bro.
Man.
For real.
Energy, y'all. Like for real. But yeah, Rock and Reese, he said that Jace punches go back to what y'all talked about at the top of the show about Logan being a wrestler in 3 matches, but Jake not being a boxer in 6 matches.
I wonder if they told him to pull those punches. You know what I mean? Because what if they told him, hey, no, I mean, we know that you weren't training like this. You can't just go haul off and knock a motherfucker out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I wonder if that was the case too.
And see, that's why I mentioned it. That's what I'm thinking was the case, because he can, I'm not saying the man can't punch. He can evidently punch, He was probably just holding back so he doesn't accidentally hurt somebody.
But that just
Remember when
shows
Tyson
that
did his
y'all.
punch?
But
Remember
that
Tyson
just
did his
shows that
punch?
you rushed this situation because.
But think about it. But you saying that? But remember when Tyson threw his punch, right?
Mhm.
In the ring.
Which one? The Shawn Michaels one?
Yeah, that wasn't a solid Tyson punch. You know,
Oh no, but Tyson knows he'll knock him the fuck out.
Exactly. They probably told us, hey, you know what? We want you to throw a punch, but you have to like not throw some shit on it. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that could have been the case. Yes, it could have been worked on. It should have been worked on. But this man's coming off of a straight fight. He's coming off of a boxing match.
I want you to look at since we brought it up. Look at the Mike Tyson Shawn when he punched him. They made that shit look like he connected to his jaw though. Shout out to Shawn Michaels for making it look like Jay and Jim did not make it look like he touched him.
Right.
At all. They fell before he even came to his jaw.
So does that fall on Jay or does it fall on Jay and Jimmy?
That's why I said if they would have had work on it and work on their timing, it probably would have looked a little better. But they had time to work on it because they had promotion. They had, and plus, like you said, Jake just came from fighting Anderson Silva like a week ago. So he just got into the picture on Friday. So they had time. They couldn't work on it during the day because they was doing promotion around Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So if they would have had a little bit of time just to say, all right, one Mississippi, two Mississippi, then when you swing, I drop something rehearse. I know that's the curse word we call it wrestling, but when it comes to someone that had not been around wrestling, you gotta do something because that shit looked, good God, it looked terrible. But that was one of my damn cons right there. If we're gonna get you,
it looked like that that one stomp job that Sasha did in the corner. She's barely a stomp. You know which one I'm talking about too.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So,
Steven, was you done with your cons?
Yeah, that's all my cons there. Like overall, the show was great, and that's my 3 pros and 3 cons. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really hard for me to find some cons in there, but I wanted to be, unbiased and objective. But overall, man, I enjoyed the show. Show to me was probably an 8.5 to 9 out of 10, and I enjoyed it. And that's shocking to hear from me. Last year, you wouldn't have heard me saying I'm enjoying a WWE pay-per-view.
Nope, not at all.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
you probably say you enjoyed a match or two, but not the whole
show.
Exactly. Real with it.
Yeah, that definitely would have been me.
Of course, that's in my name.
So that would have been you, Chris. I enjoyed this one match, and I went to sleep.
Did. Yep, and wouldn't have gave a fuck about it either. So I guess you know what, because I have a long list. Or you know what, I'll be last. Yeah, I'll be last.
Oh God, man, what you got? 2-3 pages?
Oh
shit! Let me do my shit right now. This is gonna be interesting. So
he's coming in like Jericho, the list.
Right, his shit gonna fall down.
No, I'm coming like a wrecking ball.
Oh Lord.
Okay, go ahead.
The first thing is the crowd. It was electric from bell to bell. They were into it. In fact, they even knew all the theme songs. They usually don't sing the theme songs. My other plus is that there was not one novelty match in this show. They didn't try to pay for no old timer to come out and that probably was dead already and said, hey, we want this guy. No. They stayed with the current roster and everything was like my man Real said, it was the flow of the match, the flow of the schedule of the matches was great, right? Mm-hmm. My other one, I gotta give not just a good, I gotta give it Inferno. Michael Cole was on fucking fire. So when he mentioned Bullet Club on WWE television and said someone need to kick Rilla Ripley's ass, I felt that. I felt it. Like his commentary was on fire.
My very core.
Mike was on fire, right? Now the matches was great. I do agree with the wrong person won in the Braun Strowman almost match because that dude haven't won a match since WrestleMania or before WrestleMania. He's been on a losing streak, and y'all making him look like, I don't know, the chocolate big show right now. He's losing matches he should have won.
Damn, that's a bar.
Wow.
All right, so
the chocolate big show. Wow.
I'm sorry. I just got
the only thing he hasn't did is change face, and that's probably what he needs to.
He did that though.
Career.
He already did that.
He?
Yeah. Him and AJ Styles was facing. They turned heel, and yeah.
That must have been for a split second.
Yeah, split second. And the other one is pretty much the. Oh God, I had it. Let me read it. Oh, I got my notes.
I told you bring out your notes.
Wait, where the fuck did that come from?
We was all talking. I was like, damn, we got my notes and shit. But yes, the other one is that the Jake Paul thing. We specified what I wrote down already, so I don't want to repeat myself. But everything else was great about the show, right? It's just that now it's time for was it story based to go to lead the Survivor Series? I think so. I think everything had a purpose in the show. Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, everybody know the story there, and that's why they cost the tag team. I think that's going to lead on to something else. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, I think it's a rubber match coming. I don't know if it's going to be Survivor Series or they're going to save it for a bigger event. The Usos New Day, that's going to lead up to Friday. Now who's next for Roman, or we going to do a Bloodline to War Games? That's the next question. And Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is teasing us every damn promo. Who's coming, going to interrupt him next, and so it was an interesting show. I mean, I don't do the rating system. I'm not Dave Meltzer, but I enjoyed it. And a lot of people did enjoy it. And like I said, they just gotta do better with Omos. I don't. He's a giant, and he's one of the best.
Almost there.
He's almost there. He's a good. He's not compared to the other giants we've seen in the past couple of years. He's not slow. He's not trying. He can at least bend his legs, and he actually can move. Barely. It's just I don't know if they got a character with him, because I thought MVP could help him out a little bit, but they're not even doing that with MVP. So I wish they'd do more with him. But that's my take, because I want to hear Chris' long list he got going on.
You know what I'm saying? Because niggas, I got me a goddamn Christmas list. You hear me?
So real quick, Chris, wait. Before you go on, real quick. Do you guys notice the pop and the appreciation and respect the women got?
Yes.
Man, which is unheard of.
That's shocking.
That is.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Maybe they had a change of heart, maybe. Like, I don't know. Maybe they respect the women now. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like listen, the only way I'm going to say they had a change of heart if the women could change, they could change on the women rules over there. But until then, no, because I saw majority men in the crowd. They had little girls there, but it's like majority the dudes in the crowd. So until they change a little bit, it's one step. It's a small step, but one step at a time over there. They let the women come on. They used to do one match. Now they had 2 title matches. So that's
one step for mankind.
Shut up, Chris.
I'm sorry. All right, so this is what I got for Crown Jewel. So Bobby Lashley absolutely destroyed Brock Lesnar from start to finish. Bobby was unable to beat Brock Lesnar due to one mistake, and Lesnar countered it for the pin. Now, if you look at this shit, y'all, like, Brock Lesnar do not sell for anyone unless he likes you. Right. He sold the fuck for Bobby Lashley. That's how you know that he want this shit to work. And he put him in the hurt light to the point where he was turning pink. And I was getting kind of worried about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you like this. Bobby Lashley turned heel. If he turned heel, that this means that this is Killer Bobby. Killer Bobby woke you up. And, you know, and I like how, like, the whole crowd turned on Bobby. Remind you, I don't know. I don't know if this is like a WWE, you know, universe type of thing, but it just seems like he comes out there, they cheer him, and then when he gets in the ring with someone like Brock Lesnar, they talk about F5 it one more time, F5 it one more time. I'm like, bro, that'll make anybody pop
love Brock.
Yeah.
Did you see the promo? His promo after Bobby Lashley's promo? Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
This is not over. This is not over.
Yeah, I kind of figured that wasn't over because he put him in the hurt lock for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. and like you just said, Brock gotta like you.
Yeah.
Sell for you. And not only that, the way that he won, like Tio said earlier, the way that he won is unexpected. Brock had to ease his way to win. Brock destroys you with the F5. It's over. He had to ease his way to win and barely get the hell out of there. That's not Brock Lesnar. So Bobby looked like Bobby from WrestleMania last year. Not this year, but last year, where he was destroying everybody.
To me, it tells two stories. It tells one, like you mentioned before, makes Bobby Lashley look strong as fuck because he beat the dog shit out of Brock Lesnar. And then, the fact that he said that this is going to continue. But let's look at it from Brock Lesnar's perspective. I think Brock in this situation, in his mind, is not over either because he's not used to getting his ass whooped like that. And that's going to fuck with him.
Yeah, and even before the match, before the match started, like they said this on commentary that Paul Heyman had a conversation with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar didn't like the fact that he had an asterisk after that win. You know what I'm saying? Like, behind his name when he got beat by Bobby Lashley. He didn't like that shit. So now this is like revenge, but there's still unfinished business because, like, you got your ass whooped for at least about 10 minutes or so. Like 10 minutes from the beginning to the end, got his ass whooped, got dominated. And then you got choked out. Like, this is not over. And I'm telling people, this is going to go all the way to WrestleMania. This is something that we've been wanting to see since Bobby Lashley came back. I'm telling people, I was like, dude, listen, you are sitting on a gold mine. You need to take advantage of this. And this is what the type of carnage that I wanted to see. So
yes. This is something we actually wanted to see once Bobby Lashley got there. He was promised a match between Brock Lesnar. It took us years to get to that point. But once we finally got it, and Royal Rumble, we was not really satisfied with the ending. I don't know if y'all was, but I wasn't satisfied that Roman and Paul and took that. But this match right here, like, it was like two bulls going at each other, but one bull was just dominating the other, like the whole match. Like, he was kicking his ass all the way. I don't think Brock probably got like 2 or 3 suplexes in and an F5, but he was selling, which was most important, that we don't see Brock do that much anyway. He was selling that match too. And the fact, like you said, he was in the hurt lock for a whole, like a long time. And
or a minute.
Even the referee was like, did you give up? He said, hell no, get the fuck away from me, and stuff. So this is not, like I said, it's not over at all. Like, this is, I'm glad they got something for Brock to do, and I definitely glad they got something for Bobby. And yes, that's DJ. He did tease a reunion to the Hurt Business, as you can see in my background. That's why it's there. they teased that.
Yeah. And can we believe that this man Bobby he'll be 46 if I'm not mistaken next year?
That's Mandingo for a reason.
That motherfucker is a machine. And the crazy thing is, I don't see him retiring anytime soon because he's still he's just phenomenal. He's phenomenal, and like, that's just the shocking part. Is that this, and then Brock is in his 40s as well, and these two 40-year-olds going out there just killing it, and people have an interest in what they're doing right now. And like, they gotta have the rubber match at WrestleMania, and people are gonna pay attention to it, and they're gonna love it.
You wanna know what's up? What else everybody missing about this? We talk about almost 2 similar people, both of them amateur wrestlers, great amateur wrestlers. And hell, they was Olympic caliber amateur wrestlers. Both was combat fighters. One for Bellator, one for UFC. Like, they are so similar. It's scary. It's money right there. And this third match gotta be something that's outrageous. I don't know if they gotta do a cage match or a fight pit or some shit like that, but it gotta be something that, all right, we know we're gonna get a third match, but how we keep people interested in this third match, because we can't just have a one-on-one match. Oh no, it can't be that now. It's personal now. But it gotta be something that everybody can invest in.
So moving on, I also noticed that Bray Wyatt might be after Alexa Bliss. Another thing. The women's tag team championship was absolutely pointless as fuck. I do not know why they even had it. So you're gonna have the champions win, or you're gonna have them lose on Monday, but only have them win on Sunday. So I totally don't get it. But the match itself was good. Let me just make that clear. The match was good. It was still pointless. Moving on. Once again, Cole is invited to the cookout. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Okay. Wade Barrett and Cole on commentary is absolutely goading. I would just say that. Rhea Ripley, the bitch is annoying me, but I will say this: I'm gonna put her over, even though she got pussy power just like all them other females in WWE. She is literally carrying the Judgment Day, even though Judgment Day, the Dom or whatever, it feels like a daycare having Dominic Mysterio there for real. Like, because Dominic Mysterio do not belong in the Judgment Day. Judgment Day is badass. That's a badass faction. And I'm sorry, it's Dom Mysterio. Dom Mysterio looks like he's got done with puberty. You know what I'm saying?
Just there.
He's just there.
He's just
it's
there.
awkward. And I just don't know why is he in a faction that he just doesn't belong in. He needs to go back to NXT. But
that's like I told somebody this earlier. I said it's like Dominic is in his personal excursion right now. Like, you came into the business with your father, of course, under your father's name. You got the light shine, all that stuff. But nobody don't know how, like, you really don't know the business because you under your father's wing. So you had to get away from your father. Now you got Finn Balor, you under Finn Balor and them, and plus not to mention in the feud with AJ Styles, who also a good friend of your father's. And so they gonna watch over you. They pretty much babysit you right now. But what can you do in a feud on your own outside of these guys? Can you do something on your own?
Well, it's a tale of two cities. If you think about it, it's a tale of two cities. Like we seen how I'm gonna explain. We seen how one person.
I'm reading the comment. Damn.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Dom is trash. I'm glad everybody's agreeing with that in the comment section.
Wow. That's a rough comment right there. That shit hurt.
Yeah, for real. With this Dominic Mysterio stuff,
it's like Disco Inferno being in NWO Elite.
Damn.
That hurt. Damn, Reese.
Shit. Reese, shouts out to Reese, man, co-host of the Hills for Life podcast. Shouts out to my guy Reese. But man, I wanted to say it's a tale of two cities. Dominic Mysterio is a case of what not to do when you have a legacy kid, and Ava Raine is evidence of what you should do when you have a legacy kid in the wrestling business. This is something that Ray should have did from day one. He should have recognized his son was not ready to be tossed in there with the Wolves. He should have been on NXT doing his own thing.
I like that.
Yeah,
but now that you done tied him together with, you brought him in being tied first with his father. Now y'all trying to see if he can flow on his own. Y'all did nothing but be counterproductive for his development. Meanwhile, on NXT, you got Ava Raine being aligned with something completely unrelated to, her family and stuff like that, to see if she can stay afloat. And I like that.
The flip that, I mean, let's keep it real. He did come in during the time where there was no audience, there was the pandemic, so he could get away with that. Because remember, nobody was there. Nobody really could say anything. No crowd reaction. But when the crowd came back, and y'all heard that first reaction of him, which is not that many. It was not that loud at all. That should have been a sign. You know what? Let's put this kid in NXT. And look at when he did go to NXT for that one match. He should have stayed there. Ray should have left. He should have stayed in NXT and developed his own character.
Let me run through it because I got a couple more. So the last woman standing, the tag team championship, the Universal WWE Championship were all matches of the night. all of them were so fucking good. I couldn't. Monster versus Monster. Now, the one thing I will say about Almost was mobile in the ring, and usually he's stationary. Strowman did hold his own, but he struggled throughout the match. Strowman did show his amazing strength by slamming it Almost with the Oklahoma Slam for the win. The steel cage match, Drew versus Karrion Kross. It was a physical match, but I just did not give a fuck about that match at all. Bray Wyatt's new gimmick is getting scarier by the week. Who the fuck is Uncle Howie? Last woman standing match, once again, brutal, entertaining, crazy spots. Especially that one spot that Bianca, not Bianca, but it was Bayley. Bayley, she landed right on her back on that table. Remember Shawn Michaels and Undertaker? Yeah, that one. It was that one, and then she landed on her knee or whatever when Bianca Bianca did that the kiss of death or whatever, the KOD. Yeah,
look at that. Look at that real close, bro. Look at that real close. She put that there.
What do you mean?
Barely put the chair there to make sure it hit her knee, because where it was gonna go, it's gonna go right pretty much on her throat.
Yeah.
But she moved the chair. But good move on Bayley part, because they sold.
But other than that, she has some crazy spots. But other than that, Bianca continues to dominate. I do not know. I think someone asked about this in the comments, but I don't know who Bianca is going to face next. It's pretty much kind of up in the air. I think it's going to be maybe Charlotte, maybe Sasha. Really don't know. Now, as far as the tag team championship, I did put this on TikTok. I seen a crazy 1D from the top rope. It was a great match overall. Jey Uso actually had a broken wrist from the European tour, so that injury was exploited by the Brawling Brutes. It was overall, the match was a physical contest. It was entertaining. I loved it. A lot of trash talking. Now the Usos did win, so they will be facing their arch rivals, which is the New Day. New Day actually holds the current longest reigning tag team championship reign. So that is going to be a great match come next Friday. So, now as far as the main event, unpredictable, exciting. The crowd was hot throughout the entire match. Logan Paul pushed Reigns to his absolute limits, which was absolutely shocking. Paul did pull some new moves, a buckshot lariat. A first-person splash from the top rope to the outside, crashing Reigns through the table. Paul hit the lucky punch, but it was not enough to keep Reigns down. This is where this pissed me off, y'all.
Okay.
So, Usos came out, like you said before, Antonio. Everyone came out to either assist assist Roman Reigns, or like Logan Paul's brother came out. Like it fucked up the whole like flow of the match. It was still entertaining. So you got the Usos that got knocked out by Logan Paul's brother. Then Solo came out. He confronted Logan Paul's brother. So now they're in a little confrontation. So then eventually, Reigns hits the spear on Logan Paul. First, it was the Superman punch, then the spear, then he got the 1, 2, 3. Okay, down. All right. So here's two more ones that I heard after the match. Logan Paul is injured. He suffered 3 injuries. Reigns cried after the match. It was not shown on TV, but it was shown. Someone video recorded or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. So this is what I want to talk about with Reigns. Reigns or Roman, his armor is cracking, y'all. His armor is cracking. We'll talk about this in the cookout, that there's a lot of shit that's going on with the bloodline that we're not talking about, and we really need to talk about this. Because, number one, first of all, Roman always talk about he got this and got that, whatever. I never seen a weak-ass champion like this one. Like this man, he's a heel, and he have to have backup, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Keep that heel energy. Guess what? This is Heels for Life. This is a heel, podcast. But then at the same time, my nigga, I'm not gonna cry where people can see me. I'm gonna cry in my room. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm fat as fuck, and like, I have a big ego. So like, I'm not gonna cry in front of you motherfuckers. I'm not gonna give you that satisfaction for you to call me a pussy. I'm not gonna do that. So the thing is that Roman, the bloodline, they are cracking, but ever so slowly. This is a slow burn because we're seeing this week after week after week after week to the point where it's going to be it's a boiling pot right now. It is about to blow over. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm done.
I mean, it's blowing over before our eyes.
God mode one. We talked about last night. The whole God mode. Are you saying like he's no longer God mode? He's like a king or whatever. Like he's showing like you were sitting there saying, oh, "I'm God mode. I'm on God mode." You almost let a YouTuber. You let a YouTuber beat the shit out of you.
That kind of looks weak on his part though. Like, but I get the overall though.
You let your man get on a cell phone and do a frog splash on you. He made you viral.
Hey,
he literally went. He really, you know what? Shout out to Logan Paul because he made our podcast go viral on TikTok.
Right.
So I'm just
like he literally went on his wherever platform he was on and went live and said, "Hi, I'm about to frog splash," and he did it. Like he did it.
Do you know how many views that got in like across all platforms in 24 hours? 37 million.
And get this, which also gives WWE those views.
Yep.
Exactly.
So it's like
great marketing.
But see, when it comes to this, like you said, it's cracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means it's time. The time is coming. The time is near. It's gonna be a slow one because we gotta build this all the way to either WrestleMania or Royal Rumble at least, where he got to defend that title. But we see it. I mean, we all see it. Like, come on, they're cheering Sami Zayn. They're cheering. They get entertained by Jay because he don't like Sami. This damn Usi word is about to be on the shirt soon. All right,
it's on the shirt now.
It's already on the shirt.
It's already on the shirt. So they was chanting Usi during the damn tag team title match.
But what people don't understand is Usi means pussy.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
So you going around?
That's why they was laughing so hard.
So you going around and you calling people a juicy Usi, huh? The only thing that you don't have is a douche. So you gonna have that on your shirt too? I mean,
they should have it, but have it in like the Summer's Eve logo.
Lord Jesus, don't make me get to work. T.O., don't make me get to work. I had that shit done.
I want to mention somebody brought up earlier in here. Everybody keeps saying they want the obvious, which is they want Sami Zayn to be the one to give up in War Games. I'm telling you right now, I think it's going to be Jay that's going to give up in War Games.
Jay is the
and
weakest
continue
link
cracking
in the
the foundation of the bloodline.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say either way you can work with though.
You can.
Either way,
but picture this, right? Because I came up with this while I've been on live. Picture this, right? Picture in the War Games match that somehow the bloodline they get handcuffed or something to the cages, right? And Roman is by himself, get his motherfucking ass whooped. And with Jay being the right-hand man, he quits so they can stop beating the fuck out of Roman because that's the right-hand man. His job is to make sure that the tribal chief is okay. And then Roman is pissed off about it.
Not that right hand.
Sorry.
Your other right.
Sorry. Okay. I thought that was my left, but whatever.
Yes,
just
like exactly. Reese Horseman versus NWO, a la Ric Flair style when Ric Flair was getting his ass whooped by the NWO. Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. But this is the thing. If it is Sami,
If that happens, I'm telling you, World War III is about to happen.
What if Sammy gives up?
If Sammy costs New Day the titles.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna do that. They ain't that stupid.
Here's the funny thing. What if it's Jay the one that costs them the titles? Like, Jay's the one that costs them the titles.
Shit. See, you got so many angles, but the common denominator is either Jay or Sammy. The only thing about it is Solo costing the title. No one's saying Jimmy, they saying Jay or Sammy.
Solo is the wild card, as you can see on the shirt.
Solo.
You know how strong Solo's been booked through this? Solo's been laying everybody the fuck out. It's rare that you've seen him get, it's rare that somebody's gotten the upper hand on him since he's been on the main roster. He's been the heavy. He's been the heavy of the bloodline. Yeah,
he changed his whole character from NXT, man. I'm sorry, man. It's a good change too. It's a good change.
Real quick, I do want to give another shout out to our chat board. We hit over 100 comments on there. I got the notification, so thank you guys. Thank you. Give yourself the chop, Tommaso.
Yes, get yourself applause, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say Barry Horowitz, but okay.
Man, I want to give a special shout out to DJ Kuzmo. Shout out to our co-host Rockin' Reese. Shout out to Bolo Universe, and another shout out. Let me scroll down here. Shout out to Mike Brown, and I think it's Derek.
Wait. Let me go back. Yeah, Derek. Shout out to David Johnson. Shout out to the Faction Cast podcast. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And shout out to Austin Jones, the one that is the one that's so infatuated with my fatness. I don't know why. But yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that concludes that topic 1.
Yes.
I believe. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's go to topic 2. This is a free for all, y'all. So we gonna talk about the shit. We got about 20. I think we got about 30 more minutes. So yeah, let's go.
Let's get into the shit.
In the room, Braun Strowman.
Yes, let's do it.
Hallelujah.
Look, we got a rowdy crowd in here. Everybody's active. Everybody's gonna have jokes in the comment section too. Let's get on with this shit. Let's do it. Braun Strowman.
You go first, real.
So for those of y'all that don't know, Braun Strowman went on social media earlier and made a ridiculous comment. Chris, I'm pretty sure you got the tweet ready in regards to that somewhere. But he made a comment talking about bragging on the work that him and Omos done. But in doing so, he buried the quote unquote flippy floppy wrestlers and saying that they should go back to bagging groceries at Kroger's or something like that. Oh. You would think that this man would be humbled after. Let's go through the quick history real quick. This the same motherfucker that was shitting on indie wrestlers, saying that if they've been on the indies 10, 15 years and stuff like that, maybe their ass should go get a real job and stuff like that. And then turn around months later was the same motherfucker that got his big ass fired. Let's be real about that. Got fired, and he had to go to those same indies for a job to make some money. Then he tried to start that. He tried to control his narrative along with EC3 and Karrion Kross. Try to do that, knowing that the max amount of people they could get was probably 25 to 30 motherfuckers in a bar because nobody had no interest in that. And what happened as soon as WWE called back? His big ass got on the plane and came running.
He controlled his
now, before I completely shit on this dude, I'm gonna give him a little bit of credit. He been booked perfectly since he been back. He been interesting since he came back. And I'm thinking in my head, maybe this motherfucker learned his lesson. Maybe he got humbled. Maybe he appreciates shit a little more. But then you make a dumbass tweet like that. You shitting on the next man because you and Omos did something that was impressive and people were commenting on it and stuff. Now, all of a sudden, you going back into the asshole douchebaggery shit you was doing before you got fired the first time. Braun Strowman, you a dumb big ass idiot. You a stupid motherfucker. You need to learn how to be humble before your big ass get fired again and get humbled again. That's all I gotta say.
And I'm going to continue on that note. So, let's talk about
Let
someone
me
being
pass it
humble.
off.
Tag, pow. So,
Yeah.
so, again, like you just said, not humble enough. Dude, you just went from Ring of Honor, who was on their last leg at the time. Then you was not getting booked. He wasn't. So that's why you had to go control the narrative with EC3 at the time, Killer Cross. When you saw Killer Cross make his way back, made his decision to control his narrative to come back to WWE, you jump right behind on his high horse. There it is right there. And who the hell said y'all had a 47-star match? I want to know who the hell said that.
I don't know who in the fuck came up with that because that's no such thing.
Right. So and you come back and I mean you come back to the same position you pretty much you was just running through people, the same thing. They're trying that now you're not a monster among men, you're a monster among monsters. Okay, cool. You had a good match. We're not shitting on the match you had at whatever the shit is, the Crown Jewel. We're not shitting on that. But when you make a comment like this, you gotta remember there's receipts that you will get. So everything you got that came after that, you deserve. And then after that, you want to freaking come back and apologize. No, Triple H made you apologize. That didn't feel sincere. I read that. And then you talking about, oh, if I come back, y'all gonna melt. Well, come back then. Don't apologize. Keep that same energy. Don't dumb down on it. Keep that same energy because one thing you're gonna do, you're gonna lose interest, and guess what's gonna happen? You'll get fired again. But this time, you're gonna be on that Ryback list where you can't get no work nowhere. Period. And that's all I really gotta say about Braun. Yeah, he is a clown, but he's like Big Show. You can't go from WWE and then go to used cars dealership. So I don't know what made him do that. I don't know what alcohol he was drinking. I don't know what Arabian drug he was sniffing over there. But don't do it again. I'm telling you.
He's just dumb as fuck.
Don't do it again because you're gonna mess up business, not just for yourself. You mess up business for WWE that's trying to bring people back into the fold. And
dog, I'm just saying, if somebody brought me back in after they fired me the first time, and I knew that I was being an asshole the first time, my ass wouldn't be coming back in and doing the same shit that I was doing before and clowning and stuff. I'll be appreciative that I got a second opportunity to live out my dream. This motherfucker obviously don't give a fuck.
Dog, you think because he's what 6'10", 6'11", 200-something pounds, that okay, WWE gonna keep you because that's what they into. No, this is a whole administration. This is a whole new, they're not looking for just the big guy. They're looking for some people that will put butts in the seat. They're actually looking for people that actually know how to freaking wrestle. And son, you're a dime a dozen. They could get rid of you and find somebody else quick in a hiccup. So be careful what you say.
Did you want to go to Terrell?
T.O.
Don't throw stones when you live in a fucking glass house.
Hallelujah.
Seriously. This man, he's on a high horse because his dad's in the Hall of Fame for slow pitch softball. That's what he's trying to live up to. He's trying to try to get out his dad's shadows. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's damn true. It's just like, it's like he speaks before he thinks.
Yeah.
And like you said, he has this complex where Vince McMahon has planted a seed in his head that, oh yeah, we need big guys like you. You're the one. You're the one. Like now you're in this new era where we want wrestling, not your same little choo 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 run around the ring choo 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 choo. Good, yeah. Like, come on, man. Those times are done. So, like I said, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. And if you got a glass jaw, watch your mouth. Whew. Shout to 50.
Bars.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna be a little bit more more direct. Braun Strowman, you a bitch ass nigga. I just want you to know that. Like, people, your coworkers are not going to tell you because of the PR situation, but me, being a black man, you a bitch ass nigga, plain and simple. You a weak ass nigga for even saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, since we're going to sit here and talk about receipts, let's kind of go back to what you said 2 years ago. When you were sitting there and saying that the motherfuckers in the indie scene don't have any jobs at all and they're broke and shit. And then when your punk ass got fired, where the fuck did you go to the indie scene to change your fucking narrative and fight in fucking bars? So now you come back, fast forward to 2022, you come back, you got this smile on your face and shit, and you got a nose ring and you got a nipple ring. Now, I'm gay as fuck, and I got big nipples, but at the same time, ain't no motherfucker gonna put some goddamn nipple rings on me, okay? You know what I'm saying? So, you are the softest 6'10", 6'11", whatever fucking giant I've ever seen in my fucking life, okay? It's the reason why I have conversations with wrestlers daily in the cookout. And they say that they don't like bitch ass motherfuckers like you because you are fake as fuck and you are two-faced as fuck. That's why I don't have no respect for you. Now let's kind of talk about this match or whatever that you have with Almost There. Okay. So it wasn't really a good match, number one. And I don't even know where you came up with this 47 stars or whatever. I would give it 47 minus. Okay, too whack to rate. All right. I don't even know what even gave you I don't even know what gave you the go ahead to even make this tweet. And now I could sit here and I could talk about that you dating a fucking woman that looks like a man. I mean, I could say that. I could say that this bitch is a racist ass motherfucker. I could say that. I could be really petty if I really want to. Bitch, you say that you want the motherfucking smoke. Nigga, when you dealing with me, nigga, you'll be get hit by a car and ran over like roadkill. All right? Because you don't want that type of energy with me. I will destroy you and your motherfucking career. I don't like people like you. I don't like racist bitches that you date. Okay, so before you come online again, you need to get that fucking GPS before you try to come for other people. Okay, and you gotta, and then for somebody that is overrated, you got a lot of nerve to be tweeting out that bullshit, and that's all I gotta say.
It's crazy because I'm gonna ask everybody. I'm gonna ask all y'all in here, y'all in the chat section, my wonderful co-host, this question as well. If this motherfucker was not 6'10", 300 some pounds, would he even have a fucking job in WWE? Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck, man.
He'd be an intern. He'd be an intern in the mail room in the headquarters.
No. Braun Strowman doesn't even have my skills. Braun Strowman barely can wrestle. And then when he runs, he runs like he's constipated. Like he got something stuck up his ass. Now it might be dildos. I mean, I don't know what him and Rochelle or Roxanne or whatever be doing in the bedroom. I mean, I don't know, but it's just kind of
she probably pegged him. You never know. She probably pegged him.
Leave the roadmap alone, Chris. Leave her alone.
Oh man. Oh,
why?
Oh man. I just lost my train of thought.
Wait, what did you say?
The roadmap, body like a back road.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because she does look like the fucking Rocky Mountains, that back of hers. But whatever.
Dora the Explorer made her map come alive.
Has anybody ever told her she looks stupid as fuck doing that fucking pose? Like that's supposed to be impressive.
That pose,
I'm
telling you, that pose looks like fucking yeah. Her pose her pose looks like a goddamn roadmap. It looks like fucking street lights and shit. Yield here, go here, turn left, turn right. U-turn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real.
They were looking and said, kids, this is how we used to travel before GPSs. We had maps like this.
MapQuest. MapQuest.
Not MapQuest.
Oh
That's
man, I
funny.
mean, honestly, just to be honest, like it's some of these people, especially those that just came back, that was not doing much in the indies, and y'all come back. You should be humbled that y'all back in the spots that you got, and in a better position than you left the first time.
But it's
And
just the fact that some of these wrestlers are not humble at all.
no,
They see the PWR list and they're on the 400 and shit, and then all of a sudden they're better than you. Now, yesterday they said, "Yeah, I look out for my brothers and sisters and all the other shit," but it's them ones that you really have to watch out for, because it's some same motherfuckers that will smile in your face, and then when they get some type of success, then they're ready to throw you in the trash, like your boy Braun Strowman.
Right. And you know what's crazy? Everybody else that came back in was humble.
Yes.
Hit Row was humble
Except
when
for
they came
him.
back in.
And Hero and Low Blow is trash, but yet they're humble.
They're humble. Emma was fucking humble. Do you know how bittersweet that was for her to come back after being gone damn near 5 years to the day?
Right. And you know what? That's crazy, because when she texted, I thought about the reaction when she did get fired, because I remember Leo Rush said his tweet and they all went after him. But remember this, she was busting her ass. She was in Impact and doing her thing, and she came back humble as pie, right? Made her tweet, she happy, she's there. That's it. She didn't say nothing disrespectful about where she came from, all this stuff. We just said his name. Karrion Kross came in. He had his Matrix outfit no more. He had his girl Scarlett. The guy that we saw in NXT, that's who we saw, right? I haven't heard not a word from him except for he happy that he's back, right?
Yeah.
Everybody that came back said a little tweet. They happy that he's back. They appreciate it. Blah blah. This fool comes out. I hate to compare him to this dude because I don't like him either. But he just pulled a Michael Elden.
That he can't That he can't read or he can't do math, because there ain't no such thing as 47. Like there's no such thing as 47 stars.
Like
it wasn't that good.
Could go that far. So
no, he can't go that far. I wouldn't even go far. Nigga, like I said, it was too whack to rate. You know.
And then the crazy thing about all of this is that he got to understand the locker room is slightly different compared to where it was when he was there, because now you're dealing with Triple H guys, and most of the Triple H guys are the very guys that he made that comment about, and you see them motherfuckers going in on him. You see Ricochet going in on him. You see Mustafa Ali going in on him. Hell, even Mustafa Chris Jericho got in on it.
I like Mustafa Ali's comeback. He said, "Can you help me? Can you help me learn how to get fired?" I love that, because remember, Ali was trying to leave. I'm like, shit, it worked for you. Teach me how to get fired, because I'm still here.
Shout out to Ali. Like his aggression level went from 0 to 100 thanks to Triple H's booking. Just wanted to give that out.
Oh, and I'll go also give credit to that to Seth Rollins, because that's gonna be a banger.
I love the fact that he calling himself the problem. See, Marina Shafir, that's how you are a problem.
Okay, we talk about that.
That's Mustafa Ali is the real problem. That's how you that's how you book yourself to be the problem. Marina
Did we talk
Shafir.
about that for me? Did we talk about that?
No. There's one thing that I do want to I do before you go on now. I just want to bring this up. So this match was supposed to happen, and it never did. So I do not know what they're going to do with this. I think they changed their mind. I'm just not exactly sure. So we were talking about this in the cookout, and we were trying to figure out, like, because I was like, I know I'm crazy in the motherfucker, but I know I'm not stupid because I seen this shit. And we were talking about this at the cookout, but for some reason they didn't do this at Crown Jewel. So I don't know if they're going to do it tomorrow night. I'm not sure.
I heard they're putting Kevin Owens on ice because how big Sammy's getting right now.
I heard that too.
Okay, you can put him on ice, but what about that shit that I just put? Like, what's going on?
You gotta remember, Kevin Owens don't like going over there either. For respect.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Okay. So that makes sense. So they'll probably do that either at Survivor Series or probably tomorrow.
Yeah, because you got remember, he as a respect for Sammy, he's not going over there.
You got to remember, there's a few people that don't go over there. You know, Sammy doesn't. Of course, Kevin Owens don't go because he's MVP can't go because he's a former Muslim turned atheist, and I think is punishable by death over there. You know who else wasn't over there too? Mansoor can't go over there. And I told y'all, Chris, vouch for me. Wasn't I the first one that mentioned this shit? I was the first one to mention this shit.
Why Mansoor can't go over there?
Mansoor. Yeah, he couldn't go over there because he's doing a gay gimmick, and they don't like gay people over there. So if they find out that you are homosexual, they will kill you.
They stone you to death.
They will stone. Yeah, they'll kill you. So that's why that's one of the reasons why I don't watch Saudi Arabia. On top of that, you know, the blood money, whatever. I don't.
And see, I brought this up months ago because I'm looking at this gimmick and I'm like, it didn't dawn on me until they announced they were going back over there. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, he can't go over there. And people were like, why? I'm like, bro, look at the gimmick. Look what they got him dressing up in. I'm like, bro, even if it ain't what it's supposed, even if it doesn't, you know, we know what it is. They don't know what it is over there.
Yeah.
So they're going to think he's doing something gay.
Yeah, remind you, he's been doing that since day one. Like he's been going over to Saudi Arabia. Like he's a big
This
name
is the first time he's not been on the card.
Because of his gay gimmick.
Wow.
DJ Red Flag, you have not seen. You've been quiet. What's up with you?
No, I've been talking. Have I not? I have been.
He's dipping.
Oh yeah, I guess you have.
But what I like is that we're the only ones that brought this up. There's no other podcast out there that even brought up this subject or even mentioned it. But that is a fact, man. Exactly, Mansoor is from Saudi, but they knew damn well. And I put this on whoever responsible for putting them in that Maximum Male's model gimmick. I'm pretty sure it was probably Vince McMahon. Sounds like a Vince McMahon move to me. He do understand that
I swear to God, I think he sucked dick on the low. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Don't ask, don't tell.
Right. Don't sell it.
No face.
But now this man can't go home. I really believe he can't go home. I really believe there's like, hey, I really believe he was asked backstage like, hey, we're gonna put you in a match over there to appeal to the crowd, and he was probably like, dude, I can't even go back home because of this gimmick.
That's probably the first time he cursed somebody out. The fuck you is. I'm not going back.
Can you imagine if they would have put him on TV? Can you imagine if they would have put him on TV with that gimmick? Those people would have jumped the barricade. They would have murdered him live on national TV.
That's all I'm saying, Cosmo. Keep that shit on the low, on the DL. Okay.
Don't want to see nobody get killed on live television.
Yeah. That's the last thing that I want to do because, like, people have the impression that he, that, and that's like far from the truth. He's just doing a gimmick,
Yeah. But they probably over there thinking, that shit as real as it get. Like, you play a character real good over there.
I mean, once again, like, these are the same people that think that Macho Man still alive.
Yep, Yokozuna.
Yeah. That's the one thing I like about the show was there was not a novelty act in this show.
Honestly, hands down, that Crown Jewel was one of the best pay-per-views that they have showcased. Yeah, I would say that most definitely. But wait a minute, y'all. Like, let's kind of go through because we have about 10 more minutes. So, these are some of the topics that I wanted to share with you guys. So, number one, Bobby Lashley on top of his game, loving his work. Heel Bobby Lashley is going to be phenomenal. If you guys have not followed his heel turn, I'm telling you, you are in for a treat. Bianca Belair, even though I don't like her like that, but she is a very dominating. She's been the first dominating African American woman to hold a WWE, women's title, whatever. She is on a streak, and she is going to. It seems like she's going to beat the 4 horsewomen. So I'm digging that. Now this chick right here giving me life, crazy chick vibes. Like, listen, I do not know what the fuck her problem is though, but I am just digging it. I am here for the energy.
She looked like she run around with scissors.
Yeah, like she'll cut your dick off. Yeah, very gruesome. Sasha Banks recently actually did a cryptid video stating that something phenomenal is going to happen in the month of November. We are in November. We do not know what's going to happen. We don't know if she's promoting her movie or the. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her, but she said something fucking amazing is going to happen. And last but not least, Powerhouse Hobbs. This motherfucker right here. Ooh, he's
next TNT champion.
Yes, it's been coming. I've been wanting this to happen. He is being built like how I wanted him to be built. He is definitely ready for a title reign.
I'm here for it too. I'm just scared of one thing. What I'm scared of, yeah, you already know, Chris. You already know. You, me and you right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of the follow up because look how they followed up with Warlow. Like, is his title reign interesting? Not really. Now you kind of booked, them in the corner. I'm with y'all. Let's go with Powerhouse Hobbs. But what are you gonna do with them afterwards?
It's but remember what I said to y'all before. It's always the chase that's interesting than the reign itself. Sometimes, if you got the right people, the title reign is interesting. With the chase for the title, has always been interesting. It's but right now what they got him in. Like you said, how they pushing him. Like once he broke away from Ricky Starks, that he beat Ricky Starks like 4 minutes or something like that. And this dude is just going through competition. Yeah, he lost an unsanctioned match, but other than that, he is like I don't know. I feel like he's the one that's going to take that belt off of Warlow. But then they also teasing Warlow and Samoa Joe like what the hell's going on? So are they going to take the belt off of Warlow so Warlow can go after Samoa Joe, or they're going to try to do a champion versus champion, which that don't make sense because you got to try to build up Ring of Honor sooner or later. So, but I see Hobbs as the next TNT champion. Also, I believe his follow-up is actually going to be good, probably the first 2, maybe 3 title defenses. They're going to have to try to get him a long title run, at least. So I say after 2, 3, maybe 3 title runs. Then we got to see, like, are we still interested or did they fail on this experiment? You know what I mean?
I think they kind of failed on it because now that you kind of in a way a little bit finished the story. Now, like people's like, all right, we don't give a fuck about Daniel Garcia anymore. Like, really, people are not really checking for dude like they was before when everything was kind of on the fence. Like, now nobody really cares, when it comes to Daniel Garcia. The move I see them doing is, like you pointed out, Samoa Joe somehow, whether it's an accident costing Warlow the title, then you have Samoa Joe versus Warlow at Final Battle for the Ring of Honor television title.
Yeah. It's something. It's something what I just saw Rampage. Let me just look at this and something tell me, especially how he pushed Samoa Joe out the way and Samoa Joe looked at him. I was like, oh shit, I saw that look before, So yeah, I mean, and when it comes to Crazy Nikki, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I just hope he gets more TV time than Warlow did.
Wait a minute, hold on. Faction Cast Podcast. You've been in here all this time. Gave you motherfuckers a shout out, and y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't say thank you, Chris. Y'all didn't say that. I mean, what the fuck?
Ricky Starks
appreciate
I don't think so. I think they're gonna build that for Ethan Page if MJF wins the title.
Ethan Page, that's a tricky one because ever since he been there, because he has a mouthpiece, dead ass, I don't know where they put him in. This is another thing that we said about AEW. It is, I can't even say that they're bloated out. I can't really I can't say. It's just they're not utilizing the talent for some reason.
And that's crazy because Ethan Page don't need a damn mouthpiece. He's actually a good talker.
Okay.
And trust me, he could get the heat. Like, the
He can
dude's
talk
a total
his ass
asshole.
Oh, I know he can talk his ass off. Yeah.
He's a total asshole, so he can get the heat that's needed for a heel. It's just that, like you said, I don't know if they put the right pieces. First he was with Scorpio Sky and the MMA people. Now he's with the
that
Firm.
shit did not work. It just
Right.
Now I will shout out to the Firm. Firm, I'm liking it. This is what the what they called, Killer or Prime Warriors or what they was called. T.O. What were they called? The Pinnacle. That's what. Yeah, that's what the Pinnacle should have been. You know what I'm saying?
But,
and I'm loving that. You know, a miniature Black Carton is running his own stable. Like, I'm digging this shit. Why the fuck are y'all laughing?
Because you have this thing about short people.
I mean,
But why you call?
Stokely's been dope.
He's definitely from Smallville for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
But Stokely's been dope like
Smallville.
this. They just now finally giving him opportunity. Stokely's been dope. Like, his work in Evolve was amazing. When he had the Dream Team over there, he even made Timothy Thatcher interesting in Evolve. Do you know how fucking hard that is to do?
Oh, I know. Dude, listen, I'm not saying that Soki is trash. I love Stoke. Like, he gives me life. I love her.
Right.
Shout out to Lala from the Indies. I talked to her earlier. I believe this was on Saturday, I believe. So what we're gonna do is because we've been Lala from
Ruthless Lala. My
Ruthless
future bae, Ruthless Lala. I got a crush on Ruthless Lala, y'all. I got a crush on that woman.
He said that on live.
We've been trying.
I don't give a fuck. I hope she hears it. I got a crush on her. The way she be doing that disc lariat, boy, it just does something to me.
So recently, she actually had a match with Bougie from also the Indies. You know, them two were going back and forth, whatever. If you guys don't know who she is, her work is actually on Twitter and on Facebook. She do not like when people ask her government name. She says she slap the shit out of you if you actually say her government.
Damn.
She's funny as fuck. But shout out to Ruthless Lala though. Like, yes, we will also be. Matter of fact, I will talk to you after the podcast. That what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a segment where we're going to talk about indie wrestling, because me and her actually had a conversation that the indie wrestling scene really needs to be showcased. And what we want to do is we want to do our part to get the names out there and tell you guys some of the storylines that's going on. Because, like, the one thing that wrestling fans need to understand, that we also talked about this, that there is no such thing as you can't find avenues to find some of these wrestling organizations in your local town. If you cannot find it, you can also travel. So I got wrestling here in Milwaukee, but at the same time, it's not the wrestling I want. I want to venture to New York. I want to go to Jersey. I want to go to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different cities that we can go to watch indie, and also you can meet some of the wrestlers as well.
Right.
That's my thing there too. When it comes to indie wrestling, like, I love the different promotions there are on the indies. My dream is to go to Gainesville, Florida, to go see a Fest Wrestling. My dream is to go to, to New York to HOG, to go to Jersey, catch a GCW show, for the one time. To go to Chicago, catch an AAW show. Go to fucking Cleveland, catch an AIW show. See, I'm naming these indies off. These are indies that I watch and that I've been a fan of for years. And I want to go see these different promotions and stuff like that. And y'all, I just want to say, y'all need to check out the indies. The indies are amazing. They're highly underrated. They tell stories on the indies. There's feuds that go on the indies. is there's a lot of great wrestling out there, and y'all need to check out the indies because y'all missing some good shit. Do you know what the most prideful thing that I love about being an indie fan is when one of those or two of those or three of those guys blow up and make it to the next level. I love being one of those guys that can say, hey, I've been watching them since day fucking one.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all need to check out the indies, man, because y'all missing some good shit out there. And I want to give a very special shout out to Ruthless Lala.
God.
Love
So
that
y'all,
shit.
we're going to go on our final thoughts. We're going to go around the room, and then we're going to we're going to end it for this week, and then we'll see you guys next week. So yeah, for me, once again, you already know how I feel about Braun Strowman. He's a bitch ass motherfucker. He will always be that to me. And his fucking the bitch that he's fucking around with, she's a racist ass bitch. So fuck both of them with the nose ring and the tongue ring, the nipple ring, the one they even got a butt cheek ring. I don't give a fuck. I don't like neither one of them. Yeah, check out our TikTok page, check out our Instagram page, check out our Facebook page. Check out the cookout. Are we having a cookout tomorrow morning? Stokely with the bald head. I mean, TL. I couldn't hear you. You muted.
Muted.
Damn it.
No, I was on mute. I said, yes, we are, and I'm gonna whoop your ass for that comment. I ain't no damn Stokely.
Oh, you're not. You ain't taller than me, so you ain't about this.
And I ain't no Stokely size.
Nigga, you are 5'8", so I ain't worried about.
I want no blood than fucking 5'8".
And listen, just because you move from a remote location doesn't mean that you can't get your ass whooped on here. You just went to the Rocky Mountains. What? You okay?
Pray for this young. Y'all pray for this man. He needs more than Jesus. Yo, All-Star, if you're watching this.
All-Star here.
Bring this man to the. Oh, no, I got a bone pick with All-Star. Yeah. I'm coming after you, All-Star.
Okay.
All-Star.
But anyway, y'all, I love you guys. Thank you guys for so much support on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We love you. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Thank you. You can go ahead, Stokely.
Lord, help this man. But no, again, everybody, just remember, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. And just again, another great show. A show that a lot of us we were like, I don't want to watch. They put on shows that are making us watch. And without media scrum, without chairs being thrown, without dogs getting hurt, without people getting chewed on. So, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? The catering out there must be good. The hummus must be real good out there. So,
I heard they got great hot dogs out there.
Those are real dogs, probably.
Oh, they are? Oh, shit. I didn't know. Are they Chihuahuas?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I know a lot of you have. Spread the word out. Let's get our numbers up. We are still planning to give away a belt. We're gonna wrap off a belt.
TikTok was doing their job. I would have did it on TikTok, but we have to get to like 1,000 views or 1,000 followers, which were only 500.
Whoever's 1,500, we're giving away a belt. It don't matter where it is, how it is, we're gonna do it. So again, thank you all for your continued support.
Might be erased because TikTok right now is almost at 600. So you know,
y'all better get on it.
Get y'all ass.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Go ahead, Enforcer.
Oh, me? Okay. One thing that we would just talk about it. Please, not just support the big time wrestling company, but support those indie wrestlers that bust their ass for 30 people to probably 100, but they still have good athletic, good stories, good shows. Also, don't believe everything you see on dirt sheets. Wait for it. Enjoy the show. Please support Health Light Podcast. Numbers going up. We will provide you with great intel, great shows. As you can see, this is just 4 of the characters. We got plenty more other characters. That means keep on watching us, like, subscribe, and share, please. Also, my boys, Wild Thing, T.O. Real. It's been
Wild
real.
Thing.
I love this. I said Wild Card. My bad.
You said Wild Thing.
Wild
I heard what the fuck you just said.
You said
You are. Never mind.
You heard what
Wild
he
Card.
said, right? He did say Wild
Yeah,
Thing.
you said Wild
Okay.
Thing.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
I did.
know
You said it for the 3rd time.
you can count.
See what I mean?
Okay.
We have a good time.
Oh,
Here.
dude.
It's a great
All right.
show. So keep supporting. That's all I gotta say.
I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that came here tonight for this stream. Y'all made this fun. This was a fun stream. Had a very phenomenal time tonight. And thank y'all for showing y'all support and everything. And I know for some of y'all, thank y'all for taking the time out to make the move over to YouTube with us. We appreciate y'all. Because I know some people get caught up in the Facebook and stuff like that and want to stay on that one platform. So for those of y'all that tuned in and made the trip over to YouTube, thank y'all, because we're trying to get this YouTube channel popping. We're trying to get the TikTok even more popping like it was today. We're trying to get Twitter popping.
It was dope. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was dope. It was really dope. We have never had numbers like this on YouTube like that. Like we usually have 6, 7 people, but
right.
damn,
Normally, yeah, because normally the Facebook, normally most of our comments come from Facebook. So for y'all to be busy like this on YouTube, we appreciate y'all. And y'all make sure y'all share this everywhere on all your social media platforms.
Yes.
Make sure y'all hashtag everything. Hashtag wrestling, hashtag WWE, just hashtag everything, because that helps get us out to a wider audience, so that the rest of the world can enjoy this like y'all have here tonight. And the enforcer said, there's a whole bunch of us. There's 9 of us. I've been saying this for the past couple of episodes. We are the Wu-Tang Clan of wrestling podcast, professional wrestling. We roll 9 deep, and best believe 9 of us has different personalities that is going to entertain you. It's going to make you laugh a little bit. We also here to make you think a little bit too. So that's the thing with us here at the Hills for Life podcast. I do wanted to say real quick that I'm in the process of trying to make my way to Final Battle, since it's in Dallas. I'm in Lufkin, Texas. So I'm in the process of trying to do some coverage for y'all, for some blog material, for those of y'all that support Hills for Life, for Final Battle, to give y'all some live coverage there, because it's going to be an interesting show. So I'm going to do my damnedest. I will keep y'all up to date on, episodes leading up to Final Battle, on whether or not I'll be able to make it there. But y'all, thank y'all so much for supporting us, and continue to support us, and continue to support the culture, man. First off, continue to support the culture, man. We, we are predominantly Black podcast, and the reason I say predominantly Black, because shouts out to Nappy Boy, but he's a brother too. So thank you for supporting us, for the culture and everything like that, and continue to support all wrestling, like the enforcer said. Not just the major brands, but the indie wrestlers too. We talk to these guys on a daily basis on the Cookout. They give us insight into their life, and they love this shit. They love this shit, and the sacrifices that they make on a daily basis to provide entertainment for us, man. We do not take it for granted, and we love each and every one of them. So, man, y'all continue to support that.
You do have a request by the Faction Cast podcast. They said, let's link a Final Battle if you go.
Most definitely, brother. I'll keep you up to date, man. I'll keep you up to date. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and give you my social media handle. I recently changed it. Finally, I was able to change it to the Real Garland 1 on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, just DM me at the Real Garland 1, and we'll try to link up, man. I'll let you know for sure if I can make it down there, man. And I appreciate that, bro.
So once again, everybody, we're going to get on out here, but remember to visit our merch store at www.healsforlife.com to support the stream and buy a shirt, sticker, mug, hoodie, all that good shit. But until that time, everybody, have a wonderful work week. Be safe out there, and we will see you guys next weekend. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I'm your host, Mr. Team Free, aka Wildcard, Sugar Nipples, all that good shit. And T.O.
Wow, thing.
Mr.
The hill you love to make.
Mr. Enforcer, aka Glossus. And then Mr.
That's solo.
Damn.
And Mr. Stephen. Good night, everybody. Bye. Live.